Now, I know you know that I wasn't going to just leave you all hanging. I wanted the short out there so that you knew why you didn't have a video. But let's talk about it, okay? Let's talk about today and why there is not a what I ate today on Carnivore. Why there's not a full day of carnivore eating today. Because I literally had 0 carnivore meals today. Everything I had was not carnivore. It was breaded or had bread or was sugar laced, like was not carnivore. It was not intentional. One thing was intentional. The rest was not intentional. It was just a busy day of running, and we were running late this morning, and I had already taken my insulin because I thought that I had allowed enough time to stop and grab me something. However, the place I intended to go was super busy. And so I went somewhere else. And I was in and out in 5 minutes, which was great. Except for none of it was carnivore. None of it. Most of my fails, or I hate to call them fails, they just don't go as planned. Most of them are lack of planning and preparation. And the truth is, if I had food prepped, I could have grabbed it and taken it. I did not. It's totally on me. Let's talk about the rest of the day, shall we? Again, that meal was not the planned thing. We rushed out the door. We picked up my mom. We went to soccer. Gabby had a great game. She's feeling so much better. Thank you, Lord. Y'all, when I say this child has been sick this last week, she's been sick. She had me quite worried more than once. She started getting worse instead of better. She's had a rough week. And this was really her first time out. She has missed school week 3 because she had a virus. And now week 6 because she had a virus. 2 full weeks, no school. Fortunately, she is caught up. The school is great about that. And they posted online and she can do it from home. But the first few days was rough because she'd be sitting there trying to do her work on her iPad and fall asleep. She would just pass out asleep. She was so drained and tired and run down. So if it wasn't timed, I'm just like, you know what, save it for later. Save it for when you're awake, which is probably like 2 or 3 in the morning, because literally she's sleeping all day. And then she'd be up putting popsicles in all night because she had a really bad sore throat. And that was about the only thing she was consuming for days, y'all, for days, was water and popsicles. Like getting any food in, like she could have whatever she wanted. If she wanted ice cream, we'd go get that. If she wanted a cheeseburger, we'd go get that. She couldn't eat it. She could not. It was too painful. And if it wasn't painful, it would make her nauseous. So sick. She was so sick. But today was the first day, like, she's been out. She didn't get to go to soccer practice at all last week. Again, no school last week. But she was able to go to her game this morning. She did great. Her whole team did. It was amazing. It was either 11-1 or 12-1, and her team won. They're a great team. They're doing awesome. I'm so proud of them all. But after soccer, I took my mom home, and we rushed back to pick up my husband, who had just gotten off work, to take our daughter to the fair, the last day of the fair. Y'all, this child was sick the entire week of the fair. She was supposed to go on Wednesday and couldn't. It was getting a little depressing, thinking she wouldn't get to go at all. But she did get to go for quite a few hours, and she had a lot of fun. And I'm so thankful that she got to go. And she earned it. Her whole team earned it. Half her team was there tonight. But they earned it. They worked hard at their game, and they did great. But she has been through so much this week. Like, she just deserved a good day. And today was that day for her. But Now let's get to the also unplanned. Since we were taking her to the fair, we obviously grabbed something to eat out. Again, not carnivore. Could I have made it carnivore? Y'all, I could have. No excuses. I could have, and I didn't. Why didn't I? Because I already knew the planned part. I was going to have an elephant ear. We get one every year. The fair comes once a year. I'm okay with that. No excuses. I was going to have that. I planned to have that. And I did have that. And I enjoyed that. My sugar did not enjoy that, but I did. And I won't have another one for another year. But the whole day ended up not being carnivore at all. Not one meal. Even I'm stunned by that. Like, not at all. And I wasn't about to make a meal that I wasn't even hungry for just to shoot a video. No, I'm not about that. I'm about being honest. I'm about keeping it real. Today was a carnivore failure. It was. And you want to know who's to blame? Me. I made choices. Some of them I don't regret. And some of them I do. Do I regret that I had the food? Not really. I regret that I had the food and it didn't taste good. That I regret. Or that I paid so much for it and it wasn't good. I could have eaten much better at home and been way more satisfied. But I wasn't home. I was hardly home at all today. In fact, I think I was home for maybe 2 hours this morning. So I wasn't home. I just wasn't. We came and picked him up and then we left. Like, I didn't even get out of the car. She ran in and got him and off we went. So, yes, I planned on the elephant ear and that's just how it was today. Now, the tricky part is she has a game tomorrow too, out of town. And I'm a little concerned because I've already been not carnivore all day today. So the reason that has me concerned is because I don't want my mind to say, well, you've already not been carnivore. What's another day? Right? Because a lot of times that's how my mind works. You've already blown it. Let's blow the whole day. Well, you blew that day. Let's blow this day. Well, you blew these 2 days. Let's blow the week. Do you see where this is going? I don't want to do that. I am hoping to stay as carnivore as possible tomorrow. Now you will know, because if I am not, I will be right back on here telling you again that I messed up. And if I did, you will be getting a video of what I ate today on carnivore, because that's how I roll. I've got to be honest. One of the reasons I love making these what I ate today videos is because I literally can follow my weight loss on MyFitnessPal. And if I've had a really good day or a really good week, I can go ahead and line that up with what I had eaten. And if I'm having a really rough week, I can go back and eat the same thing and have a really good week. Hopefully. That's the goal. But yeah, no excuses. These were decisions I made. Totally my fault. One thing I intended to make. And I don't regret that. It's a once a year thing. I don't regret that. But I will say I did not enjoy it as much as I normally would. And I don't know if that's because I had all the other cheats. Originally, I had planned for that to be the only cheat today. And the whole day just turned into a very sad day in that sense. It's just a very sad day of eating. That standard American diet that causes me pain and lets me down so many times. Yet I keep falling into that cycle. So again, keeping it real here, because that's what I do. I am not ever going to be perfect. If you're looking for someone perfect, it isn't me. Sorry. I wish, but it isn't. I wish my journey was perfect, but it's not. Y'all, I always do stupid things and make dumb decisions. I just do. It's me. I'm human. And I don't think I'm the only person who ever does that. I know I'm not. But that's what happened today. I made some really poor choices. No one to blame but myself. Trying to think how to say this because I want to be sensitive. I know that there are people who, when they have a slip up or a cheat, they get really down, really depressed, and really beat themselves up. I am not that person. And that's because one day doesn't define my journey. It's one day. It's one day in a very long journey. Made up of many, many, many more days. So if I focused on that one day, I may never get to the rest of the days. If I focus on the bad day, I may never make it to the good days. I can't get caught up in a place of defeat. And so I don't. Do I feel defeated today? No. Do I feel down and depressed today? No. Do I wish I would have made better choices today? Absolutely. Absolutely. I wish I would have stuck to carnivore, except for that one cheat I'd planned, and then just moved on. But I did not do that. And it does not benefit me in any way, shape, or form to be upset or depressed or feel defeated about that. It doesn't. That doesn't benefit me. That doesn't help me. That doesn't push me forward. It never has and it never will. But I can learn from this, right? I can still learn from this. I can still say, hey, remember when? Maybe we don't want to do that again. Now listen, while I may not be feeling defeated today, even though I made not just but a few really dumb decisions today, I may feel it tomorrow when I'm trying to walk to the field and I'm huffing and puffing, which I was huffing and puffing today when I walked to the field. And tomorrow is a further walk to the field. I may feel it then. And I may think, really shouldn't have done that. And this is why. Or I may be in pain. It just, however my body chooses to react to this, I don't know. On the upside, even though I've been struggling with getting back on carnivore and having cheats, I've been doing relatively well until today. But I've also not really gained much weight. I think the last time I weighed, now this is not counting today, obviously, but I think the last time I weighed, it was like 2 pounds that I was up. Wrong direction, no matter how you look at it. But it could be a whole lot worse. It is what it is. At this point, they're decisions I made. Were they good ones? No. Do I make these decisions all the time? No. I tend to be a very focused person. However, there are those times when I just make poor choices. And this is one of those times. I wish I would have made better decisions throughout the day, but I didn't. And there's no way around that, right? I can't go back and change it now, but I can look to the future and try to change it then. And that's the plan. And will I mess up again? Y'all, probably. I probably will. I hope not, but I probably will. I mean, let's be real, right? Realistically, this is never going to be a perfect journey. It's just not going to be a straight line. I wish it trended straight down all the time, but it doesn't. And if you were to look at my weight graph on MyFitnessPal, what you would see is this: little peaks and dips, peaks and dips, peaks and dips. That's how it goes for me. I'm not that straight line down. I'm the up and down, up and down, up and down. And I'm okay with that, as long as that up and down is going down. Today just wasn't a good carnivore day. It wasn't a carnivore day at all. In fact, it wasn't a keto day at all. It just wasn't. The best laid plans to stay keto on cheat days, which I did not do. It is what it is. I made sure this morning that my sugar would not drop. That was more out of necessity. Could I have made better decisions? Yes. Did I? No. So, like I do, we're keeping it real. And there you have it. That's why you did not get a full day of eating video from me. And y'all, I can only cram so much information in a short. It literally gives me 15 seconds. If it gives you more, I don't know how to do that yet. Learning curve. But I wish it would give me a little bit more, because I made that short several times over. All right, y'all. I hope you have a blessed day. Please comment, like, share, subscribe, hit the little bell. It notifies you whenever I upload a video. And I will be sure to let you know whenever I mess up and whenever I don't. All right, guys, be blessed.